Good afternoon, gentlemen. What in the fuck are y'all even doing, man? Whatever it is, I hope you're doing well. It's Saturday. It's fight day, boys. You're listening to Just My 2 Cents. This is my going on like a month now. Just about a month, or maybe give or take a week or so. This has been a little staple on my channel for the past month or so. This Saturday pregame before the fights. I have been coming on here on Saturday, and I've been joined every week thus far by one Moiz Audio. So first and foremost, shout out to him for joining me on all these Saturday streams. I imagine he'll be joining me here in a little bit. But before I get started, as I always do, got a couple shout outs. First and foremost, shout out to the Dome. The vast majority of my audience. So shout out and salute to them. Dome member himself, Aaron the Dog. I want to give him a big shout out. Make sure you subscribe to his YouTube channel, Aaron the Dog, MMA and Movie Trivia. And make sure you check out his UFC breakdown show every Wednesday night at 10 p.m. Check out this past week's episode. It was a good one. Had fun. I actually went a little bit later than usual. Started at 11. So burning the midnight oil a little bit. It was a good one, though, man. Make sure y'all check it out. Subscribe to his channel if you haven't. I want to thank my dude, Big Show Picks. Well, thank you, as always, my dude, for this sick overlay. He made the one before this as well. So shout out to him. I know, and shout out to all the boys at Pub. I know Pubapalooza is going on this weekend. One of these years, I'm going to have to get down there to San Antone and check that out, man. So shout out to the homies at Pub. I know they're enjoying the festivities, and Big Show is right up there in the thick of it. Speaking of which, download the latest episode of Locker Room Talk. That is Pub Sports Radio's podcast that you can download anywhere that you can download stuff. Check it out, man. This past week's episode was a good one. It was another heated one. And yeah, feeling pretty good about the parlay. There's been a little talk about the Billy Q Zalal fight that I'm going to get into here in a second, but for the most part, I'm feeling good about the parlay that I made along with those gentlemen. So shout out to them. Download that podcast anywhere. Here shortly, I am going to pop up in that Pub Sports Radio Fight Companion. So subscribe to Pub Sports Radio and check out their UFC live Fight Companion stream that they do. It's a betting stream as well. I will be in that chat, and I will be trying to win the Pub Sports Radio UFC Pick'em contest for the 4th time. I just put my picks in. I encourage everybody, man, if you're someone that does predictions every week, why not just do them on this website? And if you win, if you're the fucking man that week, you win $100. It costs you nothing. It's very easy to sign up for. Like I said, I just put my picks in, and I'm going to win that motherfucker for the 4th time. Will it be this week? Will it be the week after that? Who knows? But I'll be damned if I won't try. So shout out to them, man. Pubapalooza going on right now. All the rage in San Antonio going down at Southtown 101. Shout out to Jeff Slaughter. So yeah, man. I will be in that stream here in a little bit. But this stream here is a pregame. Just going to get a little stupid before the fights. I put my final picks in, and I got my final bets made. My slate is complete. So I will unveil that here shortly, and then I will drop the link for Moiz or anyone else in the Dome, and then I will drop it for the boys on the podcast as well. I imagine they're all pretty busy with the Pubapalooza stuff going on, but I will drop the link for them anyway. But yeah, man, got a little slate lined up. Definitely got some things to talk about. Got some burning questions for the chat. I got some. I have a bunch of questions for Moiz as well. So, and definitely some interesting stuff to talk about. So that will be here in just a minute. But I just want to make something very clear before I start. Anything that I say on this channel is just my opinion and does not reflect the views or opinions of anyone at Pub, anyone in the Dome, Moiz Audio, Aaron the Dog, anyone but myself. It's just my 2 cents. So I want to make that clear. And also, before we start talking about the gambling, this is not gambling advice. I'm not, selling my picks or bets or anything like that. I'm just telling you what I'm betting. And this is just for a little bit of entertainment. So let that be known. And without further ado, let's get this fucking stream started. Those are my shout outs. But shout out to the homies, man. I hope everybody's doing good. Got UFC Vegas 89 that will start here in 2 hours, a little under 2 hours now. But I do have some bets made. I'm going to unveil that greasy little slate here in just a second. And I've made my picks as well. Made my picks on Tapology. I made my picks for the Pub contest. So I'm ready to rock and roll as far as that's concerned. And yeah, I'm just going to get right to it. This is my slate. This is a pretty greasy card, man. Having had a little time to think about it and talk about it on a couple different streams and podcasts and stuff, it's really greasy. A lot of the fights, from a betting standpoint, it's greasy. From an entertainment standpoint, I think it could be a low-key banger. Like, there's some good matchups, and there's a lot of prospects, man. This is like a prospect-heavy card. You have 2 fights where it's a prospect fighting another prospect, where they're both young fighters. And yeah, I just feel it's kind of like it'll be kind of like a breakout performance type card, like, a coming out party, so to speak. But yeah, I think it could end up being a good one. Pretty shitty on paper. If you're a casual fan, like, you are just going to skip right past this. Like, what's really going to hold your interest? But I think for the hardcore fans and for the handicappers and the fucking greaseballs and degenerates, I think this could actually be a fun card. But I don't know, man. This is a card where there's a couple spots that I feel confident in, but overall, it's really greasy, is how I would describe it. Not a ton of fights that are high level, like 2 or 3, and then there's going to be some good prospect showings, though, I feel. So this is my slate. The first bet I made, underdog bet, and yeah, I like the underdog here because I think it's going to be a close fight, and I think De Silva has a distinct grappling edge, and he's really aggressive, and I like that in a fight where he's facing a better striker, and I don't want him to like stand at range and try and like have a kickboxing match with this dude and like see who the better striker is, because it's Lima. Andre Lima is the better striker. So I, as a Igor De Silva backer here, I want to see him be aggressive as fuck. Close to reckless, but not quite. Just enough to kind of throw Lima off, get the takedowns, establish the grappling advantage, maybe taking this guy down, smashing his face, and then hopefully finding a submission. I want to see him get Lima out of there. If it goes the distance, I will definitely be sweating. If it's on the feet for like extended periods of time, I'll be sweating for sure. But on the ground, man, I think Da Silva's better and he's super aggressive. So I think we'll get the chance to see like the full like breadth of these fighters' games. And if Lima keeps it standing, hopefully that doesn't happen. But I don't see that, man. I think Da Silva's really aggressive. I think he's going to be crashing the distance and kind of forcing like clinch exchanges and grappling exchanges. So I'm going to go with Da Silva there. That's my my heaviest single bet. This is another card I'm keeping very light. 1 unit exactly for me, but I got half of it on. Dude, he's 20 years old. Crazy. He's already got a lot of experience. So, hold on. Sorry about that. I had to put out a little fire. What's up, my dude? How are you? Shout out to the general, Alex Ramirez, man. What's going on, dude? How are you doing? How is your weekend going? Well, the start to your weekend, hopefully. Actually, it's Saturday. Never mind. God, man. This doing it on Saturdays has me kind of in like a time warp. I keep forgetting like the fights are about to start here soon. So yeah, man. Just doing a little pre-gaming. This is, like I said, this is the first bet I made and the heaviest bet. Now, like I said before, shout out to the boys at Pub and particularly the boys on the Locker Room Talk podcast. We did that episode a little earlier in the week. I think we did it on Tuesday. But this is the parlay that we came up with, and this is my version of it. So myself, Mills, and Billy all agreed on Billy Q. And I'll bring Moiz in here in a little, in just, maybe 20 minutes. Maybe not even that long. But we all agreed on Billy Q. There's been a lot of speculation in the last few days, and particularly after the weigh-ins, that Billy Q is injured, that his left arm is fucked up. So I'm going to ask Moiz what he thinks about that when he comes in here. But I'd be lying to you if I said that I wasn't sweating this a little bit. Like, he was the leg that I was most concerned with, like, right after I made this parlay. I feel very confident in Padilla and Shabazian this week. And I think Billy Q wins it too. I see a lot of people super confident in Zalal. It's a close fight to me. I'm not saying that, like, I think Billy Q is a lock or anything. I just think that he hits a little bit harder, and I know he's got good cardio. That's not going to be a question ever. Like, and Zalal just, I'm not buying that he's all of a sudden this like murderer because he knocked out a couple no-name jobbers. Not even jobbers, man, like total cans in like boxing and kickboxing, just nobodies. It's like, that's like Makwan Amir Khani taking some amateur boxing bouts and then coming back and thinking that he's some fucking striker or something. That's kind of what I equate it to. That's what I'm hoping anyway. But if Billy Q's injured, fuck me in the fucking spot. But I'm just hoping and praying that he's not. So that's my version of the podcast. So shout out to the boys on the Locker Room Talk. And let's fucking go, man. Mills. So myself and Mills are both on Padilla. Billy is on the Ukrainian chick. Is she Ukrainian or Russian? I can't even pronounce her last name. Zela Zinkova, something like that. Her. He parlayed her and who was it? Yeah, because he's on the underdog in the Padilla fight. I can't remember who the other one is, but yeah, Mills likes Padilla as well, Billy Q, and then I think he put Stephen Noyen as his third leg. So best of luck to them, and yeah, best of luck to me too. Fuck. Come on, Billy. I mean, if he's not injured or that's like people are blowing that out of proportion, I think, and Billy Q looks good in this fight, the money line is kind of nice. Now, obviously, like if Zalal comes through, it'll just, you know, obviously the injury talk and all that, you can lend some credence to that. But I don't know, man. I think people are kind of hoping and wishing with Zalal that he's all of a sudden this like new and improved fighter, and I'm just not buying that. I don't think he was. I was a little higher on Zalal actually when he was in the UFC, and I was backing him through that losing streak, not against Taporia, but like those other fights. I was like, you know, I fucking picked him against Choi. I picked him against what was the other one? I'm not looking at the shit right in front of me, but anyways, yeah, man, I got to see it first. He might win this fight, but I don't know, man. I'm not buying that a pillow-fisted like decisionator is all of a sudden some killer. Like if I trust Billy Q way more in a dogfight than fucking Yusuf Zalal. So I'm hoping that's what it turns into. But I could see Zalal like electric sliding and winning some greasy like, you know, split where he's like being very non-combative and just like pot shot encounters and shit like that. But we'll see. So that was Tuesday. Normally that podcast is on Thursday, but that was Tuesday. Wednesday night, Aaron the Dog. Again, shout out to my dude. Subscribe to his channel, Aaron the Dog MMA and Movie Trivia. And shout out to the fucking Zhang Li parlay, man. Not enough respect and love is put on this parlay and this segment that Aaron does. It's a five-leg parlay put out every single week that has at least one underdog in it. And it has hit 2 out of the last 3 weeks. So let's fucking go. Let's keep that rolling. Your boy tails the Zhang Li, as always. So let's fucking go. Let's make it 3 out of 4 weeks. So that's the Zhang Li. Again, I'm on Igor. Actually, it's pronounced Igor. So I like the Silva there. I definitely like Miles Johns. I am kind of wishing that I parlayed Miles Johns on Tuesday, but I do like Miles Johns in this spot. I think Fernando Padilla is going to fucking destroy. What's this? I can't even pronounce the guy's last name. Puello, I think. Peyton Talbot. Man, I think that fight's going to be close. So I'm hoping Talbot wins for the Zhang Li, but I do think Simon is live, and I'm hoping that like Talbot just is a little more active, like is a little bit more aggressive. But I think that one's going to be close and greasy. And then Hebus, my official pick is Rose, but Rose I don't think is the same fighter that won the belt that beat JJ. So I could see Hebus catching her. I think Hebus is a way better grappler. If it ends up on the ground, that's super duper good for the Zhang Li. But yeah, I'm going to pick Rose and just hope that I'm wrong. So yeah. Jackie boy. Appreciate it, Jack. You too, man. Yep. It's greasy for the betting, dude. So I did this, man. This is the last bet that I made. This is my little greasy prop parlay. Have not hit one of these in a little while, so I'm hoping that this one will come through. But I do like both of these fighters to win inside the distance. And I'm pretty sure that when Edmund wins, it's going to be knocking AJ Dobson out. Everyone's like, AJ Dobson's never been knocked out before. Well, first of all, he only has 10 fights, and he hasn't really been fighting like crazy finishers. Like, even Petrosian, he's kind of a decisionator. So I don't think it's crazy that like he hasn't been knocked out yet. I don't think it's because he's like the toughest dude in the world. I think Edmund is going to smoke this motherfucker. It's a short notice spot for Dobson, and he is the level of competition that Edmund typically just fucking runs through. I think he's going to do just that. I've seen a couple people on the submission. Shout out to homie Noah. He, I think he put in some shit for like some AI predictions, and the AI predicted Edmund by submission. And I've seen a couple other people on the submission here. I don't see it personally. I mean, he submitted Marshman, but I think AJ has a little bit of jiu-jitsu. And if Edmund does get his wrestling going, I think that he will smeesh him, if anything, like get the ground and pound going. Dobson will defend the submissions, and then Edmund will just be forced to pound him out. So I think Edmund knocks him out, and I think Padilla either gets the submission or knockout. I think Fernando's going to be pissed about that robbery against Nelson, and this dude is not on his level. He's another guy that's like, I can't remember if it's short notice or not, but the dude has fought nobody. It's his debut. Like, I just think Padilla is going to be full of vinegar and piss and just fuck him up. But yeah, those are my two most confident spots. So I jammed them together. The method I think most likely for Edmund, and yeah, we'll see what happens. You'd be impressed? Okay. Because he doesn't have most of his wins by knockout. And Dobson, I just don't get this Dobson love. I get the Edmund fade, but I don't know. I just don't think you can fade him against the level of fighter that's this jabroni-ish. And I said this Monday, and I will say it again. I will say it louder for those in the back. I'm going to blacklist Edmund Shabazian if he doesn't knock this dude out. AJ Dobson is a fucking jobber, and Edmund Shabazian is a much better fighter. That's right. You heard me. Edmund Shabazian is a much better fighter than AJ Dobson, and he is a much better striker. He's going to chin this motherfucking jabroni. You heard it right here. That's why I was saying in the chat, just give me the credit when he does. Because everyone's like, everyone's either Dobson's going to win, or Edmund's going to win some greasy, like, or he's going to get the wrestling going and get a submission. Like, y'all are just being some contrarian ass motherfuckers. I get not wanting to back Shabazian. I get not wanting to lay the chalk on Edmund. I would never tell anyone to fucking bet Edmund as a favorite after the streak he's had. But AJ Dobson is not Nasruddin Imavov. He's not even fucking Derek Brunson. He's just not, he's definitely not Fluffy Hernandez. He is just not the level of these dudes, and he's just not the threat. He's a non-threatening, like, kind of low volume. He hits kind of hard, but he's not some one-punch knockout artist. Like, he's a jabroni, and this is a fucking setup to get Edmund back on track. He's 26 years old. Like, they're giving him a step down. This is a big step down from Fluffy Hernandez. Dobson's going to fucking get it. So prepare to be impressed, Jackie boy, and definitely give me my fucking credit. Please and thank you. Love you lots. Good to see you in the chat, and I wish you best of luck this weekend. Good, sir. It's all good, dude. Dude, I'm really glad to see you in the chat, my brother. I hope you're doing well. Edmund and Rose being the most trustworthy on this fighters on this card says a lot. I know. It's greasy, dude. But yeah, like Edmonds 26. This is not like even close to a ranked fighter. So yeah, I think he's gonna smoke him. We'll see though. Time will tell. Very short amount of time will tell. About an hour and a half, a little over an hour and a half. But what's up, Noah? General, Jackie Boy. All right. Well, those are my bets, man. I'm going to almost half an hour in, so I'm going to drop the link. Got a couple things to talk about with Moiz. And getting a little late over there, man. Getting towards midnight. So let me go ahead and drop the link for him. And, of course, anybody else that wants to come through in the Dome, you're more than welcome. Let's do this real quick. Alrighty. Alrighty, links are sent. So yeah, anybody in the Dome, Moiz, of course, y'all are welcome. Drop in, talk some shit, pregame. Yeah, man. What do you think, boys? Fights in an hour and a half? It's going to be a greasy one, but like I said, I think for the hardcore fans, we're going to get treated to some good prospect performances. Like I said, Simon and Talbot and Igor Lima, those are both really good fights and pretty high-level prospects. So those are, I think we could be looking at the future with maybe a couple of those barrages. So, dude, I will buy. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Good. Yeah. No rush. Just chilling. Getting right. Old lady's pissed. Gonna fucking rip my head off. Done something to piss her off. What else is new? Story of my life, boys. Don't get married. Whatever you do, don't get married. Just fuck. Fuck everything in sight. No, not everything. All right, hold on. I'm going to bring a certain gentleman in here. But before I do, I need to prepare myself. I'm going to bring this gentleman in. I'm going to ask him a bunch of questions. And I want to have them answered immediately. So let me bring him in. The man, the myth, the legend. The owner of the carousel. And who has pretty much become my unofficial co-host or official, whatever, of these pre-games. Moiz fucking audio.
Hello. Can you hear me?
Hello to you, loud and clear. How is my 2 cents audio?
It's very good.
I'm glad to hear that. Are my levels okay?
Yeah, it's all good. It's all good.
It's all good in the hood now. It's a pregame now, boys. Moiz jerking off with his Daffy Duck crank off avatar. Party now.
Shout out to Timothy Troiano for that Daffy jerk.
Yes, indeed. That is his. That is Tim's
Signature.
go-to gift there. So yeah, shout out to him.
Signature, yeah.
What's up, Big Moiz? How you doing, man?
No, I'm good. Just seasonal cold.
Yeah.
So yeah, 2 days of hell, then I'll be back.
Yeah, you sound like shit. No, no, man. No. Yeah, nah, but I hope you feel better, dude. That sucks. My allergies have been fucking with me too. I was like, we just moved into this new place, and I was like, oh no, like I think it's got some like allergens or mold or something. I was like, no, you fucking idiot. Like this shit is blooming, and like everything is like, yeah, all the pollen's starting to come out. So yeah, my allergies are fucking with me bad. But nah, get over that cold, dude. You're not in a good place for it. You can fucking die with a cold in those conditions.
Oh yeah, I know. But take day by day,
Yep,
and everything is gonna be okay.
that's right. Just fucking pound zinc.
Yeah,
Mainline zinc concentrate.
yeah, vitamin D and all the good stuff.
Yeah, man.
All the good stuff. So.
Well, shit. What do you want to talk about, Moiz? Ran
Yeah.
everybody off, dude. We there were 5 people in here, and Moiz got on, and they just dashed. That's all good.
Oh my goodness. Did you watch the Bellator yesterday?
I did watch a little of the Bellator, man. What do you think of Bellator?
I thought it was fun. Yeah. Great matchups. Great fights.
I made an avatar. I thought I made a banner for it too.
Kind of sucks. Tim Wild got knocked the fuck up, but it is what it is.
Dude, I know everyone seemed to be on the Brit there.
Yeah, it was just moving, so there's other ways to slow down a fight. It's by clinching up. So he didn't do that. So
yeah, he was doing that crazy. He was doing some like wild striking, and the other dude was just like
right
hand. He was like right hand. Nah, that didn't work. All right, how about a left hook? And the dude was just right there for it. Boom.
Yeah, cardio kickboxing.
It is, dude. 1, 2, 3, kick. 1, 2, 3 again. 1, 2, 3, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4.
So
the creator, dude. Hey, Moiz, what do you have to say to the man that created you?
I'm
You who
happy.
created me.
I'm happy Aaron created me. He's one of God's chosen people, so it's an honor.
He
You
is,
know,
man.
so it's all good.
Son of
It could have been
Abraham,
worse.
chosen by God.
I mean, it could have been a retard. So it's better. Aaron, it was Aaron.
Yes, thank you.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you. Whoever created me, I just want to thank them. I want to thank them for my creation, and now I'm here. So yeah, we're talking about Bellator. What did you think about Bellator? Aaron the puppy, Aaron the dog puppy, my dude, my amigo. What did you think about it, Jackie boy?
Aaron Jeffrey sucks. There's a reason.
Dude, he could have won that fucking fight.
I know. But
He could have fucking won. All he had to do was just like throw a couple more combinations, move his head over. Everything else was good. The pressure was good. The takedowns, everything was good, except he just like let Edwards steal the last 10 seconds of the second round. I think he would have won if he didn't do that.
yeah, there's a reason why he never got the call to the UFC.
Could
Now
be.
you know. A guy like Carl Moore has more potential to get in the UFC.
Yeah. Dude, yeah, I didn't watch the whole card, but yeah, I took a little flyer on Pitbull by
Yep,
knockout.
yep,
So
good.
I don't normally bet on Bellator, and when I do, I have horrible luck. So that's like the first Bellator bet that I've hit in quite some time. But it was just nothing. I bet like a fucking dollar to win 550 or something. But dude, yeah, man. I mean, Pitbull, he's old, but he still has that fucking power. And I figured like if he is gonna win, it'll probably be chinning this dude because yeah, he's older and a little bit slower now and like little less likely to win a decision kind of. And he was, he got fucked up, man. He got dropped. And I was like, oh my God. But,
Yeah. It's the durability is starting to go away. So, well, I was expecting that fucking Jeremy to wrestle and stick his neck out there and get the sub, but
no shit.
it is what it is.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, there's some potential sub spots on this UFC, Jank, coming up
Yeah,
here. So.
yeah.
What else? I didn't actually watch the Corey Anderson fight. I saw he won a decision. Was it really fucking boring? Was it like a beasting 25-8 like rat decision or?
No, Carl came to fight, so it was entertaining.
Nice.
Corey did the chicken dance one time.
Oh shit! Yeah, he lied for it, Bo. Just about if you can punch, if you got a punch, man, you can make Corey Anderson do the stanky for sure.
Yeah. Other than that, calm week, good week. Um, so as far as UFC, practically no bets yet. Just Daria by KO and Daria round 2.
No bets, dude. No hot takes. No fucking no I told you from the carousel master.
When you study the card, right? When go to topology,
Right.
and you look at the matchups, you have some clear idea of how things are going to turn out. This card, it's impossible, to be honest.
It's
Only
impossible.
clear,
I like that.
only clear is Daria. So
It's funny. Billy on Tuesday when I did that podcast with him, he was really confident on this Daria chick. He parlayed her. I kind of want to see what I got, but with you being that confident, and Billy's kind of been on a little hot streak with some
Yeah,
of these.
I've been following her so for a couple of years now. So
I definitely trust you when it comes to the WMMA to like be on top of the prospects that are worth the fuck and those that are
yeah,
just kind of fugazi.
so yeah.
So what do you thinking? She's gonna smash the fuck out of her, take her down and smash.
No, standing KO, TKO. So maybe Doctor Dam stoppage.
Yeah,
The Mexican blocks strikes with her head. So she's very slow and
yeah, she's kind of a punching bag. She's kind of like a Mexican Jasmine.
yeah, she has kind of a wide stance. If you noticed, but
Yeah,
that's just to bait someone to kick her leg so she can catch the leg, take you down.
right.
So yeah, that's kind of it.
Same old shit. Zachary, what are you doing, Shute Zake?
The rooster.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the
Otherwise, I
Rooster
don't know.
Master.
I mean, um, I got Padilla by submission. Most likely
Yeah, plug and
round
play.
two. Yeah, maybe round two. Yeah, I think the guy from Peru will most likely uh, punch himself out. Uh,
I agree. I just think it's round one. I think he does. I think he everything that like you say. I agree with. I just think it's all compressed into like that's all compressed into like 3 minutes and 15 seconds. He like
yeah,
goes out there, guns blazing, maybe buzzes Fernando. Fernando turns the tide, drops him, and then just pounces on a fucking like rear naked choke or something.
yeah,
But yeah, that round two could be nasty as well. I bet the odds are way better, huh?
yeah. Round one is good as well, but yeah, yeah.
What are the odds for the round two submission?
Oh, it's probably plus 16, 1800 or something.
That's nice.
Huge number. So I've been,
Yeah, I might.
following, uh, Twitter and lots of love for Cody Gibson. I don't see it, man. I
What?
really don't. Yeah.
For real? God bless America, dude. Wow. I mean, I can see like wanting to root for him and support him to win, like him as a dude, you know what I'm saying? But like to win this fight, man, please. Like no.
I mean,
I mean, he's getting his fucking
Does he
block
check?
knocked off.
I mean, does he check leg kicks, calf kicks? I mean, look at how wide his stance is.
I just think the way he fights, like he's gonna get into a firefight and Johns is gonna fucking clean his clock. That's what I think is gonna happen.
Yeah, I think he's gonna eventually drop that left hand to his waist and yeah, either a
Miles is a
KO.
bricklayer, dude. He fucking chucks bricks. I mean,
Yeah,
it's not always the most accurate, but when it lands, dude, it's really powerful. And a dude like Gibson, I just think he'll be there for it. Um, kind of like Wild, like old Tim Wild.
yeah. So yeah, it's a very difficult card to talk about and you know have some enthusiasm about it.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna force you to, Moiz.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
want to ask you a bunch of questions. I
yeah.
want to
Start.
answer
Okay,
immediately.
okay. Start from the first right, and we'll move work our way up to the main card and the main event. Why not? Let's do it.
Would you
Let's
want
get
you want to
into
do
it.
that? Okay,
Let's get into
I was just gonna fucking hit you with the burning questions, but we can do that if you want to, man. You tell me. I know you're not you're not feeling super great, so we'll move it at whatever pace you want to.
one of us is in deep trouble.
Hello, cutie pie.
Hello, cutie pie.
Killian, I said I'd be back. Jack
Yeah.
says I'm watching Nicholas Souza stinking up the joint. Why?
Yeah,
Why?
but the opponent, he's from Hungary. He likes to hold on to people. So what can Nicholas do?
Yeah, dude.
He like yeah. What
So,
can
all
he?
right. Well, let's go through the card then. Let's
Let's get
run through
into
the
it.
card.
Do, 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 do.
All right. Let's do Big Moiz. What is the curtain? Jesus Christ, this curtain jerker is something else.
Oh,
They are just reaching into the depths of hell with this
oh
level of
my
competition.
God.
What's crazy though is that I'm. It's not really as bad as I'm making it out to be because you could actually swap this out with a co-main event and it would be kind of like a lateral move. Like it's about the same. But
Yeah.
Mo Usman and Mick Parkin, I have made banners for all these fights. So what do you think? What are you thinking here?
Oh, it can turn very homoerotic with all the hugging.
Oh my God, if this goes 15.
Yeah, but the thing is, Big Parking has better head strike defense, and he'll touch his Muhammad's head more and win a boring decision. As far as the takedown, sure. But last week, the Bulgarian controlled somebody for 84% and
Right,
still lost the round.
right.
Usman is not going to control him for 84% in a round. Forget about it.
Where
It
is
won't
stubborn
happen.
Mick? He better not be. He better not be talking in the chat and not talking in here. Mick, you better come up in here and talk to me. You better come pregame with me. You Mick, you. I
Hey,
can say that.
Mickey.
I'm part Irish. But yeah, shout out to Mick. Shout out to Jackie Boy, the five in the building. What's up, boys? We got a little pregame going. Nothing crazy, but just shooting the shit. Daffy Duck jerking off. Arnold hoping that you leave enough room for his fist because he's going to ram it in your stomach. Yeah,
I laughed so hard when when he calls the O'Connor family, and the guy goes,
dude.
I almost died, man. I almost died.
Some of them get really mad at him. The Chinese guy always cracks me up because the guy, he doesn't speak good English, but then when he gets mad, he just totally loses it, man. What do talk to him right now? I'm a friend of Sarakana. Okay, you're a friend of a Jericaro. Fucking those.
Hilarious.
Dude, those were the best.
It brought back so many memories. So
seriously, man, like that's the kind of dumb shit that we used to like get stoned and like pull up YouTube videos about and laugh.
yep.
So this next fight, one of the better fights on the card for sure. As far as
should be my co-main event if you think about it. Flyweight pace, striker
yeah,
versus more MMA type of fighter.
it should be on the main card. This should be the main card curtain jerker.
Yeah, it should be co-main. Should be co-main.
I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind if it was co-main.
Yeah, I mean,
if I was putting a card together, there's no way this wouldn't be on the main card.
Carl Williams and Justin Taffa co-main. Get the fuck out of here, man.
That should be the prelim headliner or the main card jerker. The Daffy Ducker.
Yeah.
But this one's sick. Are you on Igor?
Heavyweight fight. Yeah, I'm on Igor. He might get punched in the face a couple of times in round one, but I think the forward pressure will tire out Lima.
Yeah, I think I think it's a little recency bias because Hickson had such a good record. Like, I think he's a better fighter than that performance showed, but still, like, that was, I think people are pretty high on Lima after that. And yeah, like, De Silva making his debut, having really not fought like really anyone and being super young. I
Yeah.
can see why he's the underdog, I guess, but just from the tape I
Yeah.
watched, I think they're about like equal in skill. I just think they're like Lima's striking is better and De Silva's grappling is better. I think it's going to be a relatively close fight, though.
Yeah.
That's why I like the dogs. Like, but if he
I'm,
does get the grappling going, shit.
during the week, when Saturday comes, there's a lot of ideas that has been processed. So actually, I am going to take a stab on Igor Severino by submission round 3.
Let's fucking go.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Plus
All right, I'll.
plus 3,400 or something. So
Jesus
$10.
Christ.
$10.
Nice. All right. Igor by sub round 3.
Yeah, let's do
And what did you say the odds were?
Plus 3,400.
Lord have mercy. The broad is thirsty. Always is thirsty for a third round submission, boys. That'll be tasty, dude. That's a nice
Small
little
cage.
hit.
Yeah.
I think if De Silva gets the grappling going, he's aggressive with it too, man. Like, he really is systematic about getting to either a submission or like, I like that he's aggressive with the ground and pound too. I just think that forces just bad decision making and gives you kind of like whatever you want, you know.
Yeah, it's not like Lima has the Holly Holm type of footwork. He does the linear stuff.
Yeah, he's a Muay
Fights
Thai guy.
forward. Yeah, exactly. So good luck.
Yeah. High guard. I think it's just gonna lend itself to takedowns, I believe.
Yeah, make it dirty.
Yes, indeed. Oh shit! You're in the chat and the stream. Like,
Yeah. My double ganger isn't yet. Yeah.
dude, how is that possible with the technology?
It's 2024.
You as well using the technology.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I'm on Igor myself. The line closed a little bit, so I beat the line for fucking once in my life. I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing, but yeah, 145 for me. But yeah, I think it'll be close. I definitely don't want it to stay on the feet for long periods of time. I want Igor to either be like, if it's in the clinch, I guess, like trying to get to the fence and take him down, or just trying to get to the ground.
Yep.
Yeah, I seen that. I seen that it was moving the other way, man. So we might be jumping ahead, but I do want to talk about this while I'm thinking about it, boys. We'll jump ahead real quick to Billy Q and Zalal. What do you think about this? Do you think Billy Q is injured?
Billie Jean's not my love.
Uh,
He's just a boy. No, just kidding. I mean, look. A couple of weeks ago, I posted that I think Zalal is back in the UFC again. Remember that?
I do.
And then they announced the fight, and I said 29-28 Zalal. And that's my conviction. And that's my take on the fight.
All right, let me get it up there.
And no, I don't think Billy Q is injured. No.
I don't think he's injured either, honestly.
Yeah.
I think a little bit too much is too
Somebody posted a video about. I mean, they just finished a weight cut. Could be some cramps.
Yeah, and he made a fist. He made a fist with it. He did the like, when they stood off, he did the like the two fists up.
Yeah.
And it looked fine there. I don't know.
Yeah.
So you say 29 Zalal 29 28.
Yeah.
All right. So this is what I actually did, Moiz. I am parlaying Billy Q, right? When I
Yeah.
made the parlay on Tuesday with the boys, myself, Billy, and Moiz, shout out to them. We all agreed unanimously on Billy Q.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna, because I am betting him and because I'm not cashing out or buying into the injury shit and just think he's the side. Based on damage, I think he'll land the heavier strikes, but I think it'll be close. Because of that, I'm gonna pick Zalal on Tapology. Yusuf Zalal is going to be my official pick. I picked him in the pub contest actually.
Yeah.
I just made the picks there, so that's what I'm hedging with. I'm not going to cash the bet out. I'm rolling with Billy Q, betting Billy Q, but I will pick Zalal on Tapology as kind of like a hedge, so to speak, for myself, because I just think it's going to be close, and like I'm just worried, man. Like I'm worried that Zalal is going to electric slide and like kind of steal rounds, doing a little smoke and mirrors, like pot shot encounters, and just kind of like stealing shit. I don't know. I could see it.
Yeah. It's the Moroccan hustle. He's gonna weasel himself to a decision victory.
I could see it being Weasley and Greasy.
Yeah. The thing is, Billy Q doesn't have the punching power. Number two, he walks forward with somewhat a tilted arched posture. You might actually see Zalal knocking him down with a flying knee.
Yeah, I could see. Yeah, because
Yeah.
maybe. Yeah, I could kind of see that. I guess.
Yeah.
I think Billy Q hits a little bit harder than you do. I guess he doesn't have like one punch knockout power, but like
No.
if Zalal does get tired, I don't know. Like it's, I know Billy won't get tired. The thing is, like, will Zalal land meaningful enough strikes? That's kind of like where I think Billy could maybe steal it. Like I think Zalal could get robbed. So I don't know.
Zalal lands 7 takedowns in round 1 and 2, and just runs the round 3. There you
He
have the
could.
29-28.
There you go. I mean, Billy doesn't have super duper great takedown defense. Like he gets taken down and likes to play jujitsu. So
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah, I just think it'll be close. So like that's kind of how I'm hedging out of it. Like one of them's going to be right. I'm either going to clear that leg on my parlay,
Yeah,
or I'm going to keep the Tapology moving in the right direction. So one of them will be right.
exactly.
All right. What was the next fight? All right.
We already talked about the
Yeah, we talked about that one. What
yeah, the
about?
chick.
I haven't talked much about this, honestly. I haven't talked much about this fight all week. It's just kind of been like here and there. Do you have any hot takes or like anything interesting you want to say about this one?
Eurotrash versus America. Who do you trust more? The Eurotrash?
Right. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, interesting. Yeah, I like win here, but I don't really have I'm not really convicted on the method of victory. You know what I mean? Like I think it's
It's a decision.
Aaron's is tough. I think it'll be like a win decision. Like he'll just
Yeah,
land
it's a
heavier and
decision.
cleaner.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Nien is a volume striker anyway, so
Yeah. Like
yeah,
Aaron's is a tough dude. I don't see him really starching him. You know.
he's okay, but all these different takes, I don't understand.
Yeah. So that is what
He,
Noah said.
I
Like
pre-
that's
when Aaron's fought Choi,
yeah.
I said in the chat he's going because Choi moves in a linear footwork, just straight forward or straight back, he's gonna land a counter or something and knock him down. And what happened? He knocked Choi down. So that's
Right.
not Steve. That's not Steve.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I've got win decision on Tapology and the pub contest. So yeah, I didn't feel strongly enough. Like I think Mills was talking about maybe I think Mills did make win his third leg, but I don't feel as strongly personally. But I think he's probably the side. Aaron's just makes he makes some mistakes sometimes and just I don't know. For some reason I just feel like wins the side, but I'm not super duper confident.
Yeah, you're trash.
Yeah, dude. Although I have seen a couple people on Aaron's. Yeah, we talked about this one. Okay, now I think you have a little bit different take here than some other people.
I'm with Juicy J. What's Ramos gonna do? Land that stupid spin elbow
Spinning back fist.
like Erosa's coaches hasn't told Erosa about it. Yeah, just keep your right right guard up. So
Juicy J could get knocked out by that though if it hits him.
yeah,
He could get sparked out by it.
if it happens, it's in round one. So
Right.
again, pressure fighter, and I think it's gonna break Ramos and submit him in round 3.
Nice, dude. Juicy J round 3, you say?
Yeah.
I like it. Yeah, a lot of people on Ramos. I'm picking Ramos, but I am not. He is not a very trustworthy fighter. I just trust him a little bit more, but I'm not confident whatsoever. So, yeah, Juicy J's live. I like to see Juicy J knocking him out. Honestly,
He got submitted by the Canadian turd.
Yep, that's true.
Yeah, a weirdo, Canadian weirdo. This is my stepsister. What the fuck are you talking about, man? Should we call the FBI? Should we call the FBI or something? You dumb fucker.
Juicy J round 3.
Yeah.
Submission. Or just round 3, something.
Yeah.
Yep. So it's tough for me, man. I could see Ramos hitting him with some dumb shit and knocking him out. That's why I don't want to bet Julian. I like Erosa as a fighter, and he's like one of my favorite glass cannons. Like I root for him. He can win fights that he's not supposed to win. I could see this being one of them. I just feel like Ramos is just going to be a rat and like get to a submission and like submit him. So I think that was my official pick is like Ramos submission. Right. But I could see him like catching Erosa with some dumb spinning shit. But yeah, I feel like Juicy J can knock this motherfucker out too. Like he does hit kind of hard, and Ramos is a little bit of a quitter, a little bit of a quitter. So Julian is chinny, but he's not a quitter. Like you just, he can be broken. Definitely, his chin can be cracked, but he's not he is I would say he's the tougher, and he has way more heart than Ramos.
Yeah, Juicy J had a child on Monday, so he'll be full of energy and rejuvenated. So
vinegar and piss.
Yeah, vinegar, piss, and.
I think there's going to be a couple fighters like that. Like, I feel like Padilla is going to be coming out with some aggression. Juicy J, like you said, I could see that if he just had a kid. There's another fighter that I feel like is going to be really motivated. Who was it? Anyway. But yeah, kind of a card like that. Some prove it spots, some like which of these prospects is better. Like, I feel like there's a couple layups personally. Padilla especially, like, dude, I feel like they're giving him a spot to just like style.
Exactly. I think if Rama loses, he'll be most likely cut. So, bye, fag.
Bye. I like you. Do you like me?
Yeah.
Fucking. Do you have
some poppers?
Do you have anything on this one, Ogden Hollowbow?
No, just by decision. He knows what's gonna happen. He's gonna hypnotize and take him down and hold him down and cruise to decisions. Nothing much to say.
Cat
All about, all
Williams.
about. Yeah,
Dude, this fight sucks. I'm sorry. Like, I cannot get up for this one.
yeah.
Yeah,
No,
it just ugly
exactly.
decision.
No,
He
yeah, exactly.
he was so awkward at the weigh-ins, dude. He like uh couldn't figure out which way to go on the stage. He couldn't like get the handshake right with Hollabow. It was just like we
Oh yeah, yeah,
so
yeah, yeah.
awkward.
Brain fog, brain fog, brain fog.
Could
It
be.
happens. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I've experienced that. You,
Yeah.
everybody else. Yep. Just the
Where
brain
it's just
fog.
like shit isn't working. You feel like you're okay, but then you're just like doing everything wrong.
Exactly. Exactly.
So yeah, that was weird. I think Padillo's gonna smoke Puello. I just think it's a fucking
Yeah.
ball.
Submission. Yeah. Uh, I don't trust the Peru submission grappling scene, so
Yeah,
might be at the level of China. So
yeah.
we'll see.
I think he's gonna come out all crazy, maybe even buzz Fernando, and then he'll just get wrapped up and get like fish pulled.
Yep. 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 Yep.
Yeah, good man.
Yes, man. Yes,
For
man.
me, good. Um, so yeah, sure you are. Yeah, we talked about Quarantillo and Zalal. We jumped ahead to that one.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, so you're on Zalal. I'm kind of edging. I got betting Billy Q, picking Zalal. This one, this is another one that I think is just going to be really good, and we're going to see who the better prospect is. It's kind of a weird fight, dude. Like, what do you feel about this fight overall, and how do you kind of see it going?
Talbot by decision, head strike efficiency. Simon has footwork, so it will. What that what that means is that it will go all the 3 rounds
Right.
unless there's a finish in round 3. So
It doesn't take much to get blood up in Cameron Simon's nose and have
yeah,
him leaking.
yeah,
It doesn't take much to put blood up in his nose or his mouth, so those
yeah,
could be bad visuals. I'm not as high and as big of a believer in Talbot as some people are. I'm tailing the Zhang Li, so I'm rooting for Talbot to win for that. But I'm staying away from this one otherwise. Like, I feel like Simon is more live than maybe some people are giving him credit for, and he actually they were way closer in size and stature than I thought they would be at the weigh-ins. That was the biggest surprise to me. Was like, I thought Talbot was going to be like taller and shit, but they were pretty much the same height, other than the kind of the fro thing there. So
yeah. And I just saw the head strike efficiency in both the defense and offense, and
yeah,
the last fight, Talbot had the showed his IQ. He was, he could switch to another game plan.
right.
So yeah, he made the adjustment. So the only way Simon does adjustment is by eye poking and kicking in nuts, and the African way. So
Dude, I don't know, man. I feel like he's gonna make it close. I think it's gonna be a close fucking fight.
yeah,
So I think it's a bit of a step up for Talbot. Simon, he hasn't fought a super duper level higher, but like, C Rod, couple like Manny Martinez and shit, but like, he's had a couple UFC fights and a little bit more experience, but yeah, I don't feel super strong one way or another as far as like who's gonna win, other than it's just like probably gonna go to decision.
yeah, and and Talbot is gonna land a couple of more head strikes in round 2 and 3 and win the whole thing. So
Right. Right.
control time doesn't mean shit.
I Simon doesn't wear damage well on his face, but Talbot has that throw and it could go flying every time Simon lands something. So
Yeah,
I'm wondering how that'll play out as far as the judges are concerned. But
yeah,
yeah, I kind of feel like And honestly, narrative-wise, I feel like it's close to, but I feel like Talbot is being pushed maybe a little bit more. Whereas like Simon's kind of just like Drekas's like little buddy a little bit. But there is some narrative for that too. Like if Simon beats Talbot, that's Talbot's been a pretty talked about prospect for someone that hasn't had a UFC fight yet. So.
No, but you can see that the way he moves and the way he throw combos.
Yeah, definitely.
He'll he is progressing very fast.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah, the first time I saw him was at the Uriah Faber's A1 combat. So tournament or promotion. So he was good there already. So yeah.
Talbot is learning MMA at the geometric rate.
Yes, I'm a cop, you idiot.
Yeah. Yeah, sure you are.
I'm a cop, you idiot.
That's great, man. Call me that.
Stop whining.
Stop it!
Shut up! Shut up!
Who are you?
I'm Detective John Kimball.
Yeah.
Who's your daddy and what does he do?
Yeah, speaking of these questions, well, all right, we'll continue to go through the card. We only have a few more left anyway.
Yeah.
Now this one, I'm all over Shabazian here. I think he's going to destroy AJ Dobson. But I know there's quite a few people on Dobson. Are you on the dog here? Are you passing or going with Edmund, or what the fuck are you doing here, Moiz, in this fight?
I'm passing, and I hope Shabazian wins round 1 and 2 by point striking. Because I think Dobson is very durable, so he might, go for a 10-9, not a 10-8. So
yeah,
so you don't get finished in round 3 again by exhaustion.
Right. Yeah, that is the one thing I worry about, having bet him by KO. It wasn't much, but like, yeah, my thing is I just don't. It's not Edmund. It's not that I think I know exactly where his ceiling is, and I don't know. He's 26, but I'm not convinced that he can like crack the top 10, honestly. But
no, he doesn't have the cardio, so
he doesn't. But I do think he has the skills and the striking to put away a dude like this, and it's just not going to be the craziest thing in the world for me to knock this dude out. Like, yeah, he's durable, but Petrosian is kind of like a point striker he can be, and that's like the best fighter, the best striker that he's fought. So I could see Edmund, like, I think he's another dude that's going to be kind of looking to prove something. Like, okay, this dude is not on my level, and like it just kind of feels like an Edmund bounce back spot to me. He's one of my more confident picks on this card for sure.
It's gonna be a low-paced fight, I'm afraid. So lots of booing and
that's why, boys. I'm glad you brought that up too, because that's another reason why I don't like Dobson here, is because he's not the kind of guy that can like. I don't think he can break Edmund with his pace or his like aggression. He's kind of like a counter striker. He kind of like stands there and like looks to counter and shit. I think Edmund's gonna be faster and just hit harder and just fuck him up and knock him out. And that's what I'm hoping for anyway.
Yeah, he'll most likely just go for calf kicks round 1 and cruise to a decision. Secure the win.
I can see that. Yeah.
Save his job, yep.
The old job saver.
Yep.
The old avoid the pink slip, huh?
Yep. Skip.
Well, I hope you're wrong, but I can see it. I can see the angle.
Yeah.
But like I said it before, I'll say it again. Been saying it all week. If he doesn't knock him out, I'm going to blacklist the motherfucker forever. That was a thing that was started on the Locker Room Talk podcast. Make sure y'all download that. But yeah, blacklisting fighters. Kennedy made that list. He is blacklisted forever. But if Shabazian doesn't finish this motherfucker, knock him out. It says knockout. If he submits him, whatever. But if he doesn't get this dude out of there, I don't care if AJ Dobson is. I'm just not buying it. The dude doesn't even have 10 fights, so I don't think that he's just some like, oh, there's no way Dobson is impossible to finish. Like, get the fuck out of here. I think Evans gonna smoke him, and if he doesn't, blacklisted forever. If he wins a boring, greasy decision, I'll never bet on the dude again. I might pick him, but he's gotta show me, and I think he will show the people here.
Show me that you really care. Yep. Next fight is what?
Skip.
Skip.
Skip Malou. Willie, what in the world is this? This could be swapped out for quite a few of these.
I'm hearing all these bullshit takes about Williams by submission. I mean, if he goes for the submission, what's going to happen? He might get reversed. So Williams is not that stupid. He's going to stay safe in half guard and ride out the decision.
Yeah.
And second, taking down a big guy like Tafa is going to exhaust him.
Yeah.
Right? So basically, if you're aiming for submission, it must be submission round one when they're not sweaty and you have the strength to squeeze. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah, I do.
So yeah, donate money for the submission, but I don't think so. I think it's a decision.
Yeah. Williams' decision.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking too. I just don't. I think he's going to be worried about the power and just play it safe, like you were saying. Like Evans going to do. I think Williams is going to play it safe here and just try and secure the victory. Like know that he's maybe outgunned in a firefight and just kind of go, oh, well, I'm a little bit smarter. I'm a little bit more well-rounded than this fucking lug, and just kind of
yeah. He'll secure the win, get a new contract, and then maybe next time, when he's getting paid more, he'll go for the submissions, take more risks. So.
Yeah, there's a couple guys like that are on the last fight of their contract. There is a fighter or two that is in the first fight of their new contract as well. So be interested to see how that plays. All right, well, main event. What do you think, Moiz? What you are a bit of an MMA whisperer around these parts, like around the community. So what do you think?
Rose Nazi Eunice. She remember she fought Wiley.
Yeah.
And she did all that anti-Chinese stuff because she blamed Chinese people for the crimes and oppression.
Yeah, I saw a bunch of ridiculous shit that she said. So, like, you think the Lithuanian socialism is going to come out?
No, what I'm trying to say is that she's dumb as fuck. You know, I mean, why? I mean, why did Stalin get into Vilnius? It's because the Nazi took over Lithuania, the part of Russia or Soviet, whatever you call it.
Right.
You had a population of, let's say, 200,000 Jews. By the end of the war, there was 4 or 5% left, right?
Mm-hmm.
And guess why? Why your country was under communistic rule? It's because the communists beat the shit out of the Nazis.
Yeah, basically the Red
Killed
Army,
their fucking asses. You dumb bitch.
The Red Army just like mowed over the Nazis at the end of that war, dude. They just ran, like that was a rough part. They and that shout out to Gilly the Goat, fucking Matt and Shane's secret podcast. Shane Gillis, like this is actually I don't remember learning about this in school, and if it was taught at all, they like grazed right over it. The mass rape that went on at the end of the
Yeah,
war, like when
yeah,
the Red Army like
yeah.
occupied
Disgusting.
Eastern
Yeah,
Germany. So yeah,
yeah.
the Red Army when they were whether it's righteous indignation or not, they got put some work in towards the end, and they fucked a lot of people up
Yeah,
when they it was like a blanket almost of just like Red Army. Crazy.
yeah. So nobody told Rose that the Red Army freed them from Nazism. So
No, no, I know you're just joking, but no, Stalin is a fucking piece of shit, dude.
yeah,
He's like Hitler Jr., man. He actually I can't co-sign that. Like and dude, no, I don't. We don't have enough time to get into like how big of a piece of shit Joseph Stalin is. But yeah, he up there with Hitler, though. Like they are bad people. But no,
like
that's
Hitler killed everybody except his own people. Stalin, he killed a lot of his own people.
yeah,
So
like millions and millions and millions.
yeah, so
Yeah, but both gigantic pieces of shit. So but yeah, so Rose and Hebus, like I don't know, man. Hebus is in the Zhongli, right? So I'm rooting for
yeah,
Hebus,
yeah.
but me personally, I'm staying far the fuck away from this dude. I just don't know what's gonna happen. I really don't like that Whitman isn't in Rose's corner. But what do you think?
Let's go. Yeah, they're gonna clinch up. Rebus is gonna throw her to the ground with the head and arm throw from judo style. The head is going to land on the canvas, and then she's gonna get PTSD from the Andrade fight. And then Rebus is going to lock in a Scarfold arm lock combo submission, and
Oh
he
shit!
taps her out. Round one
Nice.
submission.
What do you? Okay, let me ask you this. Because that was one of the first and only things I ever learned in judo for the brief time that I took it.
Yeah,
Was that fucking? It was that throw. I can't remember the name of the jab, but it's right into the scarf hold, like
right.
that. Your opponent lands and you land right into it, and like as they try and like escape, you just follow them around like a clock. And
Uh,
so, do you think
that's
she
different.
keeps it? Do you think she
Yeah,
keeps it and just pounds her face, or do you think she keeps it and just like submits her with it?
yeah, she just submits her right away. So yeah.
Because like
I
that's
don't remember. I don't remember if we learned to throw. What I remember from our local judo training was we learned how to hold the gi grip training,
yeah.
and then we did foot sweeps.
It's gripping the sleeve and gripping the collar. That's like the
Yeah,
first thing. Well, the first
yeah,
thing you learn to do is fall. Like that's the
yeah,
first thing we got taught was like, okay,
yeah,
when you get thrown, this is how you land so you don't fuck your back up.
yeah. We learned to roll. I remember roll from one side of the wall to the other wall.
Oh, dude, the
But
warm ups for judo fucking sucked.
yeah,
I didn't take it for very long, but I remember being like, these warm ups are shitty. Like this is miserable, man. Like it's
yeah.
grueling training, man. Judo is rough.
Those fucking Eminari rolls was fucking hideous, difficult. Fuck that.
Yeah. Shout out Coach Norton, man, in Little Rock, Arkansas. He was my judo coach. And I didn't take it for long. I was like, I think I was yellow belt, and I did like one or two tournaments, and that was it. And
It's
got my
good though.
fucking ass kicked. Like
It's good.
I
It,
would get tossed on my ass.
it's good that kids in Arkansas have a place to go to train. So mental
I know,
health
right?
is all time low.
In the inner city, dude, like you wouldn't think, but it was
Yeah,
at the Y, dude, in a very sketchy part of town. Like not a good area.
yeah.
So yeah, shout out to him. But yeah, man, I got Rose. I think Rose like keeps it on the feet and tunes her up and wins the decision. But I really don't like that Whitman isn't in her corner and it's going to be Pat Barry. So it's just going to be a lot of like crazy psycho like creepy instructions and weird code shit. And I don't know.
No, Pat Barry isn't crazy. He's on the autism spectrum, unfortunately. That's
So
it.
he has a spectrum disorder.
Yeah, he's on the autism spectrum. So
He's something.
Yeah, he's special. Yeah.
He's something. All right. But yeah, man, I don't know. I just don't feel real strongly that like I don't. I don't know. I just don't feel like neither one is going to dominate. I feel like it'll be kind of close and it's going to kind of be shitty. So with this being the co-main and like we got a little over half an hour before the fight start. Won't ask you much of questions. I want to have them answered immediately. I got
Let
these questions. I got these burning questions for you, Moiz, for you and
all
for the
right.
chat. And you know I have the question for you in particular that only you can answer as the owner of the carousel.
Yes, I only care fucking carousel. I created the fucking carousel.
Yes, Moiz
Yeah.
created the carousel.
You know the backstory of the carousel. It was when the fucking MMA prediction guru, right, had 200 personalities, and
Yes,
my
I
son
do.
and my
How
fucking
could I forget?
yeah, and my fucking son, was watching this fucking carousel on his fucking computer. I was looking at him, just thinking, "Holy shit! Holy shit! Holy shit!" I'm like, "Holy shit! That's 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 Jack Dokel. That's MMA predictions guru's.
Jesus fucking Christ.
What's going on in his head? You know, all these characters."
And just whichever one hops off the ride first, that's the character he chooses.
Yeah,
Oh my god.
fucking psychopath. Fucking
That is
get some help, Jack Dokel. Dokel. What kind of name
that
is
is
that?
wild.
Dokel. Jack Donkey.
I can't believe. Well, I can believe it, but also that's just ridiculous and very funny.
You know what's not ridiculous? One of the greatest albums of all time. The Pixies. Surfer Rosa. Released 21st of March, 1988.
Yes, indeed.
What? Yeah.
Yep. I made a little banner, made an avatar. Actually, I had not listened to this album in such a long time. I remember I bought the CD a long time ago, dude.
You know,
Like
I
late
think
'90s, early 2000s.
the thing is, it was released in 1988. You know, yeah, either had Guns N' Roses and hair metal, or we had electronic music like Depeche Mode, Level 4, 414, other American alternative college music, electronic music, which was popular, right?
Right.
It was if this album was released in 1990, it would destroy everything.
Dude,
It would have been sold 50 million copies. You know?
it is insanely ahead of its time.
Yeah.
It's
Like
crazy
like
good. Like,
Bone Machine.
oh my god,
It's
Moise, you
it's
are
it's
so freaking
perfection.
disrespectful to me.
I mean, it's so fucking perfect. You know, when the guitar comes in, I was thinking, oh shit, is that D Boon? Is D Boon playing the guitar? You know, D Boon from the Minutemen? Because it's the
Yeah.
same tone and, the same kind of chord type of playing. And the bass comes in, it's very thumping. It's just perfection. You know, I love Kim Deal. She's awesome.
Oh, dude. So,
She's like 50% of all the stuff I was listening to. So
Gigantic is definitely my favorite Pixie song that she's the
gigantic,
vocalist
a
for.
peeping tom, gigantic. Incredible, man. And just
Your
the sound of
bone's got a little
it.
machine.
Machine. Oh, incredible,
You're the
incredible.
bone machine, dude. Yeah, it's a great album, man.
Yeah, if you read the lyrics, it's very dark lyrics. It's the main reason why the vocals are pushed back, and you can't hear it quite clearly
Hmm.
because it's some really fucked up stuff he's singing. You know, Frank Black.
Yeah, I love the little. It's not even a skit. It's just like that little dialogue. You'll
Yeah, when they're
fucking die.
fighting. Yeah.
No, no. I was just saying, like I was finishing her part. Like she said,
Yeah,
if you touch this, and I said you'll fucking die.
yeah.
And it was
Jealousy,
crazy to me because
jealousy.
this album is known for "Where Is My Mind," but
Yeah.
most people didn't even know Fight Club is
Where is
really where
my
people
mind?
like first heard Prince
Exactly.
and like thought it came out at
Exactly.
that time. It's like, no, dude, that was released in like the 80s,
Yep.
which is crazy.
Yeah, it's the production. It reminds me of a recording from a rehearsal space, but
Yeah.
it still has uh, key parts of high end sound. Even though it sounds very Steve Albini-ish, very dry drums. You
Yeah,
know,
yeah, very
uh,
hole in the wally. Yeah, like they
yeah,
did it in
yeah,
a dingy recording, like little practice space or something.
yeah.
They're like, we'll bring some
So
recording equipment in and just
yeah, he knows how to record drums. That's for sure. Other than that, great bass lines, thumping
oh yeah,
bass
dude.
lines. Yeah,
I
yeah,
love that they alternate between they go from 3/4 into like 4/4 a lot. It's really nice, man.
yeah,
It's a great album.
yeah. And surfer, trying to implement surfer rock guitar type of sound, and
Yeah, totally.
yeah.
Yeah,
So it's a incredible album. I
dude, it
can't
really
believe it.
is. I listened to it just like maybe less than 2 hours ago, and dude, it was awesome. It had been a while. But yeah,
Yeah,
anybody that hasn't heard this one, man, if you like alternative rock or indie rock or anything like that, man, they're just
yeah,
rock in general. Like it's great fucking music.
yeah. Very some of the songs are very fast and hard hitting. I love it. It's punk rock in a new way, just a
Fuck
different
yeah.
way of expressing it. So
It's
so yeah,
it's very high class, highbrow punk, you know,
yeah,
very intellectual punk.
yeah. So clearly inspired a lot of records that came after. So
Dude, no shit. And
yeah,
it's like can't be stated enough how ahead of its time. Like 1988, there were so many albums that came out in the 90s that it's like, dude, you clearly like the Pixies were clearly like a big influence on you.
yeah.
But
Well,
yeah.
like I said, 1988. You had all these electronic bass bands uh, in the charts. Maybe some hip hop.
Yeah, the beginnings.
R&B. Songs like "Piano in the Dark." When was that released? "Piano in the Dark." Piano
See, in
in
the
the
80s,
dark.
me, I didn't even like really listen to music like that. It was just like
Yeah.
whatever my parents were listening to. Like when the first albums that I got that I was like, I like this and I want, and I got them for Christmas was like, it was like 90s, like early 90s. So
Exactly.
like back then it was like, my mom would play stuff like Yes and Tom Petty and like, um, just shit like that, like stuff that she liked. But I
Yeah.
didn't really have like a taste for music like that when I was still really young.
Yeah.
Fuck dude, I
I
think
see it right there. Brenda Russell, 1988.
I was like 4 or 5 in 1988.
Yeah.
Well, Moiz, while I still got you here, because you are the only one that can answer this question, I have to ask you. And I'm going to phrase it like
Yes.
this.
Yes.
Of course, we don't know who will get it, but
No.
it's usually the loser of a certain fight. So the loser of which fight will get the carousel?
Let's go with the Rose Nazi Eunice.
Holy shit.
Yeah. I hate her.
All right. Going with so if Rose loses this fight, carousel time.
Yeah.
All right. So Rose. It's a lot of pressure, Rose. That
Yeah.
is it's a hell of a ride. I've been on a couple times myself, but people will know. They'll hear that music, and it's not always fun if you're not used to it.
Yeah.
I like it. Yeah, if I tell you what, dude, if Edmund loses, if AJ Dobson wins, can he ride too and I'll ride with him? Like I'll ride on the carousel, the one right behind him, or the horse that's right beside him. You know how they have like 2 or 3 lined up in a row?
Exactly. Yeah.
So you can sit there with your friends and go, wee! And like.
Yep. He's gonna get punished as well.
If he loses, I will be happy to ride with Edmund, but that's gotta happen.
Yeah.
Well, real quick, rapid fire. What best fight, worst fight? Who's gonna shine? Who's getting robbed? And what's your favorite bet overall?
Well, I already told you about the favorite bet. It's round 2 KO by Daria.
Yep.
As far as robbery, it must be either Simon or Talbot because it's going to be a very high level fight and some weird shit is going to happen. I feel like.
Yeah. That one's gonna get greasy. Yep. Who do you think shines? Like who do you think just like talking about them all tomorrow and Monday?
Is this that kind of kind of card that that's the little sword thumb sticks out? You see, okay, this guy is gonna, or this person is gonna be a breakout star on Monday. I don't think so. If it's gonna be something, it's gonna be a fight of the night between Igor and Andre, and the person who gets the finish will be a star on a Monday. That's it. The rest of this, no. It's a filler card. It's a B-side card. It's the bootleg version of outtakes from an album card.
Yeah, B-side tracks.
I got the at Warner Brothers there was this Laura, right, who handled the Red Hot Chili Peppers business stuff. He a tape trader did him, right? So I got the studio outtakes for a couple of songs from the Uplift Mofo Party Pan album.
Nice.
Straight from the console. So yeah.
Moiz,
even though it was on cassette, it still sounds so much better than the CD version. So with all the filtering and yeah.
Do you remember? I don't know if you know. Like they used to do this a lot. A lot of emo and like post-hardcore bands would do this. They would put these they would release these like LPs. It would be like a split LP. Be like 2 songs on one side, and the other band would have like you'd flip it over, and the other band would have like 2 songs of theirs on the others. It'd be like that.
Yeah. I remember. So, I remember that.
And they put it out on the same like whatever the label was. I can't remember some of them. They'd be like Atomic or whatever. But yeah,
Sub Pop.
Yeah, Sub Pop. Yeah.
STT.
Mm-hmm.
SST. I mean SST.
That's it.
So,
yeah. So what's gonna be the fucking stinker, man? Like what's gonna be the fucking
the heavyweight fights, of course. Homoerotic, lots of hugging.
I think I don't know, man. Unless Tafa sparks Williams, I think it'll be that one. I think that could be the stinker. I think Park and Mo Usman, like I think there's more likelihood that somebody gets knocked out in that one, just because Usman does swing really hard and Parkin is like the better boxer. So I don't know, but yeah, that one could get shitty if it goes late.
Yeah, that's the stinkers, the heavyweight shit. So yeah.
Mo Usman snoozer via robbery. I can see it. Yeah, I can see that. Okay, so yeah, I will say. Let me answer my own questions here real quick. I will for for fight of the night, I will say. I'm gonna say it's. Well, I won't steal yours. I'll say it's Talbot. What did you say, Talbot and Simon, or was that yours?
No, I chose the
The second
Brazilian
fight.
versus yeah,
Okay.
because
Then I'll
it's
take.
flyweights. Yeah,
Yeah, I'll take Talbot and Simon. I'll say they put on a fucking show, like a high level. There's not like some good grappling scrambles. There's some good
yeah,
like combo exchanges on the feed. I'll say that's fight of the night. I'll say
yeah,
Snoozer. Yeah, I'll say Snoozer's got to be the co-main. I'm gonna say the
yeah,
Williams Tafa. It'll just be that. That'll be a lot of Fat Boy laying on the other dude. And then performance. I'm gonna say it's De Lima, man, or De Silva. I'm gonna say De Silva.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna say he gets the submission because a lot of people are on Lima. He's the favorite, and that line hasn't flipped or anything. So yeah, let me say De Silva for performance. I will say, yeah, I'm gonna have to steal you. I'm gonna have to say that Simon gets robbed. That fight's gonna be too close, and I just feel like Talbot will get
Yeah.
Talbot will get the nod, and he'll have an interesting like post fight speech or whatever. But yeah, my favorite bet is De Silva. But yeah,
Yeah.
and I like the carousel one, man. Like, I mean, I think that Rose should be able to handle Amanda Hebus, and if she can't, I think she's kind of washed, man. Like, she's not old, but dude, if Hebus, like, she's the better striker, and Hebus has been knocked out recently. Like, Rose should tune her up on the feet, and if she can't do
Yeah,
that,
Rose. I mean,
like,
if Macy can land that head kick, she can do that as well. But I think Macy is much more physical, stronger, and
yeah,
than Rose. You know.
I really don't like that Women's not in her corner, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, shit, that's
Yeah.
about all I got. Like that.
I mean, Rose should win, but remember, Gillian Robertson subbed her in 50 seconds.
That's what I'm saying, man. On the ground, and that's what I was saying
Yeah.
with Aaron on Wednesday night. Like, Hebus is the disparity is just as much on the ground, I feel, as it is on the
Yeah.
feet. Yeah. Moiz, that's about all I got, man. Unless you have anything else to add. Yeah, this isn't definitely not the
No,
crazy
yeah,
card of 299, but
yeah, nothing much to add. I mean, I'm not, I'm not even interested in watching this shit. If I fall asleep, well, good luck. I'll fall asleep.
right.
Yeah,
It is that kind of card, man. Like, it just is what it is. Like, got some bets.
I
You can
mean,
only give up so much for it,
next week I want to see, Chris Weidman getting knocked out. That's more exciting and much more appetizing thought. You know.
Yeah, I can't disagree. But yeah, I think that will just about do it for me. Do you have any final words, Mr. Carousel owner? Do you have anything any
Shout out.
final
Shout out to the
predictions or
general. No predictions, no nothing. Shout out to the general, Alex Ramirez, whom I control. High Priest, Aaron the Dog, Officer of 5,000, Jack Attack, and Minister of Propaganda, Timothy Troiano.
yes,
Minister
I like all these cabinet positions being filled.
Minister of Internal Affairs, Zach Johnson. Yeah, we'll figure out the rest of the rankings next week when I'm much better.
Nice, yeah, man. Well, dude, I know you ain't feeling good.
All 100 people in our chat will be given a top. So yeah,
Well, shit,
that's how
man.
we roll. Let's get this shit organized.
Yeah, let's do it. We'll make a push next week, man. We'll have a big one.
Yeah.
Well, Moiz, dude, I know you ain't feeling good, but I appreciate you coming through and blessing the stream and giving some good nuggets of musical insight, and man, hopefully some good calls, and best of luck with all your bets and shit, man. I hope you hit these props.
Yeah, I only have 2 bets, so rather if I'm going to bet more, it will be live. Yeah, because again, I don't trust this card. It's a filler card. Anything can happen. So yeah, catch you in the chat.
Appreciate it, Moiz. Thanks again, dude.
Hola.
There he is, man. Big Moiz. Fighting through a cold, but I do appreciate him coming through. I know that when I'm not feeling well, the last thing that I want to do is stream or talk to any of you fucks. So, nah, man. Thank you to Moiz, and thank you to everyone that came through in the chat, man. Just quick recap. This is my slate. It's not much. Just risking a unit. Igor. This is my version of the Locker Room Talk podcast. Shout out to the boys on the podcast. Big Show, Mills, Billy. Shout out to the boys at Pub. I will be in the Pub live stream here shortly. But yeah, that's my version. Let's go, Billy Q. Please don't be injured. I'm confident in Padilla and Shabazian, and if Billy Q comes through, that'll be sick. So best of luck, boys. Shout out to my dude Aaron the Dog. This is the John Lee that he put out this week, and I tail it as always. So let's fucking go. Whether I'm on the side of these fights or not, I'm hoping that I'm wrong and that this cashes. So yeah, that is that one, and then this is my greasy little prop bet. The last one that I made. These are the two spots that I'm most confident in. So I like it. In the green, once again, for the 3rd year. Trying to stay that way. Keep moving in the right direction. And yeah, man, that's my slate. Not much, but a little something to keep me interested. So that will do it for this stream. Let me get the song going. I'm going to get the fuck up out of here. All right, boys. It was a good stream. Appreciate everyone that came through. Best of luck to all of you. Have a great weekend. Big shout out and salute to everyone in the Dome. Y'all the shit. I will be in and out of the Dome this evening. So shout out to all you boys. Let's all get rich. Shout out to my dude Aaron the Dog. Make sure you subscribe to his channel if you haven't already. Check out the latest episode of his UFC breakdown streams that he does every Wednesday night at 10 p.m. Shout out to my dude Big Show Picks for the overlay. Appreciate you, my dude. Hope you're having fun down there in San Antone. Shout out to the boys at Pub. Make sure y'all download the latest episode of Locker Room Talk. That podcast is available. That latest episode is available now, wherever you can download podcasts. Sign up for the contest. I have done just that, and I'm going to win this thing for the fucking 4th time. So let's go. So yeah, man. Once again, shout out to everyone that came through. Have a good weekend. Cash all your bets, unless you're on the opposite side of me, in which case, frig off somewhere. And yeah, big thank you again to Moiz Audio coming through for this is like the 4th or 5th week in a row, and he's under the weather, so get well soon, and we'll be back next week, man. Like I said, no more Monday streams, I don't think. I think I'll just do a recap on X or Twitter or whatever, and then yeah. So the next time you hear from me will likely be on Aaron the Dog's next stream, so make sure you check that out. But that's it for me, boys. Have a good weekend. Best of luck. Enjoy the fights. Just my 2 cents, and I will catch you on the next one. Peace!